Hi friends, we are going to take a look at some integral problems using substitution method. So the first question I'm having here with me is integral of s squared tan s cubed dx. Here we are going to use substitution method to solve this kind of question. At first, we can say let u equals to s cubed, such that our du will be equals to 3s squared dx, right? So here we can simply make our dx the square root of the formula by dividing both sides by 3s squared. So we are having integral of s squared tan, don't forget that our s cube is what is the same thing as u. That will be tan u. What's our dx? Our dx is taken to be du over 3s squared, right? So here we can easily eliminate our s squared. So we can factorize our 1 over 3 out here, so that I'm having 1 over 3 integral of tan u du, right? So this is also a question. In this case, we can express our tan. We know that our tan is also the same thing as what? As tan u is also the same thing as writing sine u over cos u, right? So that our integral will change to integral 1 over 3 integral of sine u over cos u du, right? So here, what other thing can we do here? We can simply use our substitution method by saying let p equals to cos u, right? Then our dp is the same thing as what? Minus sine u du. Making du the square root of the formula, we have dp over minus sine u, right? This cancels this. So we are having du equals to dp over minus sine u. So let's put in this expression inside this equation. So we are having 1 over 3 integral of sine u over what was our cos u is taken to be p, right? Times what was our du? Du is what? That's dp over minus sine u, right? So this, we cancel this. So you're having 1 over 3 integral of 1 over p dp, right? So we can recall, don't forget we are having this minus, we can simply bring out this what? This minus. So we can recall that, okay, if you are having integral of 1 over x, it's just 1 over x dx is the same as what? As writing ln x, right? So here we are having minus 1 over 3 integral of 1 over p is also the same as what? As ln p d plus c, right? So here, what is the value of our p? We know that our p is the same thing as what? As cos u, right? So you're having minus 1 over 3 ln cos u plus c. So is this our final answer? No, because we are having u, but the question was given to us in terms of what? Of x word. We need to replace everything back to its position. So the final answer will be minus 1 over 3 ln cos, what was our u? That's what? S raised to power 3 plus c, right? So this is our final answer. Integral of s squared tan s cubed dx. The solution to this problem is what? Minus 1 over 3 ln cos s raised to the power of 3 plus c. So let's take a look at another integral question I'm having here with me. I'm having integral of sec squared theta over 1 plus tan theta d theta, right? So we can also use the same method to solve this kind of integral question, right? So we can say let p equals to 1 plus tan theta. Then finding our dp, that was dp equals to differentiating 1, that you know that 1 is a constant, so that's simply 0, right? That will be 0 plus what? Differentiating tan theta, that will give us what? Sec squared theta d theta. So from this expression, we can simply make our d theta the square root of the formula by dividing both sides by sec squared theta, right? So this cross out this, so you're having d theta is equal dp over sec squared theta. So let's put this expression into this equation. So we are having integral of sec squared theta divided by 1 plus tan theta is the same thing as what? As p, right? Times what is the value of our d theta? We are having dp divided by sec squared theta, right? So this will cancel like this. So we are having integral of 1 over p dp, right? So integrating 1 over p is the same thing as what? As ln p plus c, right? But the value of our p is what? Is 1 plus tan theta. So we can easily replace our p with what? 1 plus tan theta, so that we are having ln 1, let's say 1 plus tan theta plus c, right? So this is our final answer. So integral of square theta divided by what? 1 plus tan theta is the same thing as what? As ln 1 plus tan theta plus c. So friends, let's take a look at another integral question I'm having here with me. I'm having integral of s raised to the power of 3 divided by 3s to the power of 4 minus 5 or raised to the power 6 dx, right? So we can simply say let u equals to 3s to the power of 4 minus 5, such that our du equal 12s raised to the power of 3 dx. Because if you differentiate minus 5, that's a constant, we all know that is what? 0. So now here we can put in all this expression back into the question, so that we are having integral of s raised to the power of 3 divided by, what was our 3s raised to the power of 4 minus 5? That's simply what? U raised to the power of 6 multiplied by what? What was our dx? Our dx, differentiating dividing both sides by what? 12s raised to the power of 3. We have the x equals to what? That's the u over 12s raised to the power of 3. So we can simply multiply this one by what? By the u over divided by 12s raised to the power of 3, so that this will cancel out this. So we are having integral of 1 over u raised to the power of 6 du. So we are having 12 here, we can simply put 1 over 12 right? So here we can integrate this, we can express this as 1 over 12 integral of u raised to the power of what? Of minus 6, right? So we are having du. So integrating this, we have 1 over 12 into brackets u raised to the power of minus 6 plus 1 divided by what? Minus 6 plus 1, right? So we are having plus c here. Then let's simplify this. So we are having, that will be 1 over 12 u raised to the power minus 6, that will give us what? Into brackets u raised to the power of minus 5 divided by what? U, that's minus 5, ordinary minus 5 real. So we are having what? Plus c. So let's open the bracket. We are having what? We are having u raised to the power of minus 5 divided by what? 12 multiplied by what? Minus 5. That should give us something like what? Minus 60. Then plus c. Are we going to leave our answer like this? No, because our u is 3s raised to the power of 4 minus 5. So let's put in back the value of what? Of u, so that we are having the final answer to be what? U raised to the power of minus 5 divided by what? Divided by minus 60 is equal to what? That's 3s raised to the power of 4 minus 5 raised to the power of minus 5, right? Yeah. All divided by what? Minus 60 plus c. So this is our final answer to what? To this integral problem. So that's just it. So friends, let's look at another integral question I'm having under integration using what? Using U-substitution. So here I'm having integral of x divided by root of 9 minus s squared dx, right? So you can still use the same procedure. We have what? Our u to be equal 9 minus s squared, right? So the u we given, that's minus 2x ds, right? Divide both by what? By minus 2x. Divide both by what? Minus 2x. So we have our the x to be equal du over du divided by minus 2x, so that this particular integral is going to change into integral of x divided by root of what? Root of u. Multiply by what? Multiply by what's our dx? Our dx is taken to be what? Du divided by what? Minus 2s, right? So here we can easily eliminate what? The x. So we are having 1 over minus 2. If I bring this out as integral of u raised to the power of what? Of half, because of minus half. If we take the inverse, this is known as what? As minus 1 over 2, right? So if we take the inverse, we're having what? U raised to the power what? Minus half du, right? So we are having 1 over minus 2. Integrating this, that's the same thing as what? U raised to the power minus 1 over 2 plus 1, right? Divided by what? Minus 1 over 2 plus what? Plus 1. So we are having our what? Our constant here. So which is also the same thing as what? 1 over minus 2. Simplifying this, so we have what? U raised to the power what? Half over what? Over half plus what? Plus c, right? So let's simplify it again. We are having minus 1 over 2 into brackets. So we are having this 2 will comes off here. So we are having 2u raised to the power what? Of half divided by what? Divided by 1 plus what? Plus constant, which also is same as what? As minus 2 u raised power what? Of half divided what? That's at 2, right? Plus constant. So here, can you see that you can easily eliminate what? These two. So you're having minus u raised power what? Of half plus what? Plus c. Then what's our u? The value of u is taken to what? 9 minus s squared. So we're having what? Minus into bracket 9 minus what? S squared raised power what? Raised power of 1 over 2 plus c. Then let's use this minus to open the bracket. So we're having that's minus 9 plus what? S squared raised power what? Of half plus what? Plus c. So here, what can we do? We can exchange the value of x squared and also what? Minus 9 here, so that it is going to be what? Something like s squared minus what? 9 raised power what? Of half plus what? Plus c. And don't forget that this half is still the same as what? As root. So the final answer will be what? That will be root of what? Of s squared minus what? Minus 9 plus what? Plus c. So this is our final answer to the what? To this expression. Can you see that it's very simple? So friends, let's take a look at another question I'm having under integration using our U-substitution, right? So here I'm having integral of x e raised power minus s squared dx. Here I can easily apply my U-sub and it will work for me, because I can say let u equals to what? Minus s squared, right? Show that my du is the same as what? As minus 2x dx. Then let's go ahead and make our the x is the result of what? Of the relation by dividing both sides by what? By minus 2x. So I'm having the x to be equal to du over minus 2x, right? So this expression is going to change to integral of x was that's e raised power what? That's u, because our minus s squared is taken to what? To be u. Then what's the value of my dx? I'm having du divided by what? Minus 2x. Right? So this will cancel this. So I'm having integral of what? Of e raised power what? Of u. I can factorize by what? 1 over minus 2 out du, right? So now I can what? I can integrate successfully. So I'm having minus 1 over 2. Integrating e raised power u, that's the same thing as what? E raised power what? Raised power u du, right? Plus c. Sorry. So the final answer can be that's minus 1 over 2 e raised power. What's the value of what? Of u? That's what? Minus s squared plus what? Plus c. So these are what? Our final answer. Very simple.